I'll have sex with you.
Really?
She... Welcome back to The Walking Dead, guys. Episode 4? I haven't been well. I'm still not well. I was borderline not releasing this, so hopefully it comes out, and hopefully by the time it comes to Tuesday, I'm well enough to get another one out as well. But anyway, look, I come today bearing not so great news, man. Today I saw a spoiler, and it's a big one. I won't say what it is on here because in case someone is watching along with me, or just because I don't want people to start talking about it. I don't want it to be a thing that we talk about. I don't want it to be something. I don't want us to think that we can just talk about that thing, because there's a lot about it I still am not in the knowledge of, right? I will say it's about a death. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know what happens or anything. I don't know anything surrounding it. But what I saw actually was something in my recommended on YouTube, which I did not expect. And basically the title of the video is something along the lines of, this certain person discusses their Walking Dead death, or something along those lines. I'm not going to tell you what the video is either, because I don't want it to become a thing. All I know is that who it is that dies... So annoying, man. I don't at all think that many characters are going to survive. I just don't. The vulnerability rate is very high. So I expect deaths, I expect shocking deaths. But to officially know it, it just adds an element. I guess the one slightly cool thing about knowing is it adds this element of like, it makes you more paranoid about that certain character a lot. So I guess I'll be watching it feeling a lot more nervous. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm gutted, guys, and I'm trying to think of contingencies to avoid this. I'm avoiding the comments already. You guys already know that. It's gutting because, like, this is such a long show as well. It's not like I can just blitz it out and be like, yo, boom, no worries about spoilers. Like, it takes ages. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I tried to avoid them. I really did. It just happened to be like, what is with, you know what? What is with YouTubers doing that? Like, they put on their YouTube videos, like, thumbnail, which is, like, not too bad, I guess. But then a title, which everyone reads the title. You don't just look at the thumbnail, and the title in the very first few words talks about death. Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to be raging about that. I want you guys to know I'm not going to let this affect my viewing experience. I'm still going into this excited. I'm still going into it with this whole uncertainty about how things happen, when things happen. And where we go with a lot of our characters. This isn't just about one character as well, we need to remember that. I will let you know when it happens, and when we see it, I will let you know that was what spoiled me. I want to talk about something else, about the last reaction, just get my head around what happened. In the last episode, we experienced a lot. And it was in regard to Carl, his situation, and the whole situation around Shane going with, forgotten his name, going to get supplies. Now, Shane made a certain decision which has caused, well, it's controversial, man. The thing is, it's not black and white either, and that's what I want to talk about, how it's not a simple conclusion. Now, Shane took it upon himself to kill another person to get back to Carl. When you look at it like that, when you say it like that, like you think to yourself, is it forgivable? It's got a forgivable aspect to it, right? But I just want to talk to you about a certain character trait of Shane, and that is his gambling. Now, the original decision that you find out is when he left Rick, which ultimately paid off in a positive way, I think, overall for everyone, as much as it is something that, I don't know, it's a contestable subject, but we won't talk about that. The one we want to talk about is the gamble he made, killing that other character off to get back to Carl. Now, first things first, Shane didn't know whether Carl was still alive. Like, hear me out. If he got back and Carl had died, look what he's just done. He made a gamble, a decision based on a guess. If it was someone else, the fact that we know Carl and the fact that we know his situation makes it more okay at first glance. But if you look at it from someone else's perspective, no way. What he's done, oh my god, it's murder. You have to feel bad for him because he was put in an impossible situation. He had to make a decision in that moment, and he chose to kill. He did something which I personally believe was out of the fear for Carl, the fear for Rick, and the fear for Laurie, and the love for Laurie. It's not the right thing to do, but ultimately, for a subset of people, I keep talking about for a subset and a minority, it has had a positive outcome. But that's not everyone. Not everyone has had a positive outcome from this. And I think we're supposed to be in an I don't know situation right now. I'm not jumping to the conclusion that he's a villain and he's wrong and he's this and he's that. I think he is a struggling individual with a lot on his shoulders, and he's had to make gambles maybe other people wouldn't make. And I don't know what I think about that yet. And I think progressively as I watch the show, I will let you know how I feel about that. So yeah, I just wanted to bring up that I am in a very tight, confusing moral situation about his character and what he's done, and I will update you guys about that. You know what? There was a scene when he was potentially going to leave. He's still saying he wanted to leave. I wouldn't be surprised if he did now, because it's too much to handle, looking at Carl and then thinking of, you know... Look, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I've been talking for a mile, and I want to get straight into the episode. I hope you guys enjoy it still, despite the unfortunate news, but look, let's get straight into it. But yeah, still a lot of uncertainty. That's why I'm excited still. It's like Shane's leg, man. It's still buggered. And his hair now, he looks so different. Wow, so they're all coming to the farm now. Wait, so hold on. Is this going to be like where they decide to settle?
Sophia, is she okay?
Oh, that's the first thing he asks.
She's fine.
Rest.
Oh, he's just lied to him, hasn't he? They still haven't found her. I completely forgot about that.
How is he?
He'll pull through. Thanks to Herschel and his people
And Shane.
That's the thing. His decision, man. Whoa.
God.
Oh, does he at least have any, like...
How'd it happen?
Can you
Running
live with
accident.
it?
We thank you, God, for
Just look
the
at
peace
Shane's
and
face.
enjoys in your embrace. He died as he lived. In grace.
Kind of funny, is like, is no one just going to question the fact that Shane just...
Shane,
Oh.
will you speak for Otis?
Not good at it.
Oh my god.
You were the last one with him when you shared his final moments. Please. I need to hear.
Can I just say something? I've got a weird feeling that Laurie's sort of... Look, she keeps looking at Shane. Like, why do I think she has assumed the worst?
Almost out of ammo. We were down to pistols by then. I was limping. It's bad. We gotta save the boy. See, that's what he said.
Look at Laurie. Oh.
He gave me his backpack. He shoved me ahead. Run, he said. When I look back,
Do you really want to talk about that?
if not for Otis, I'd never made it out alive. So
That's the other question I forgot to mention. A lot of viewers watching this will have a little slight thought in their mind. Did he do it for Carl or did he do it for himself? Was it a selfish act? And maybe he did it for Carl as well. But did he do it because of he was selfish in the idea of losing Carl or letting Laurie down? Like, that's a question as well. I'm not saying I'm asking it, but it's there.
How long's this girl been lost?
this will be day 3.
County survey map.
Wow, so they were going to help them do that as well?
We'll grid the whole area, start searching in teams.
Not you, not today. You gave 3 units of blood. You wouldn't be hiking 5 minutes in this heat before passing
Wow,
out.
so Rick's...
And your ankle. Push it now, you'll be laid up a month.
Tomorrow then, we'll start doing this right. That means we can't have our people out there with just knives. Get the
Yeah,
gun training we've been promised.
gun training.
We've managed so far without turning this into an armed camp.
All due respect, get a crowd of those things wandering in here. We're guests here. This is your property,
You decide.
and we will respect that.
Wait, are they saying... Did he just say no guns?
What happens if we find her and she's dead? I think we should all be clear on how we handle
Yeah,
that.
that's the problem.
You do what has to be done.
Hard truth is the only truth.
Make sure no one's carrying toward a practice range offsite.
I'm running short already. I should make a run into town.
See our man there in the baseball cap? That's Glenn, our
Go with him.
town expert. I'd ask him along just to be cautious.
Bro, I already made a conclusion that they have a thing. Like, it was just, I don't know.
What?
She said stay. Did you mean it? If you didn't, you just say so.
I'm in it.
Yeah. But oh my god. The minute he has a glimpse of being welcomed back, he makes a decision which is going to make him feel like he's not. I don't think he's going to be able to continue to look at Carl, look at Rick, look at Laurie, look at the family, knowing he lied the way he... And now she's opened her arms to him. Is he going to accept that?
Hey, you're fast on your feet and know how to get in and out. Got a pharmacy run, you in? There's a carton containers in the generator.
Dude,
Check
Glenn
something
is
else.
sweaty as. How hot is it there?
I'll go saddle your horse then.
Give up our guns?
You heard Rick.
Oh, not
Yes,
her
sir.
again.
And you're okay with it?
I don't recall being an ass and lay down your weapon.
You mean like rolling over? I don't.
In my last reaction, I said something about her character, which I edited out because I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I don't think I like her character. She annoys me. She just seems like so like following someone or following a leader.
Unload your weapon.
So he's going to help her learn with the gun. Finally, some weapons training. That's the thing. You can't just expect normal civilians to just be carrying guns around 24/7.
Hey! We got a base. We can get this search properly organized now.
You got a point? Or we just chatting?
My point.
Oh, come on, man.
Let's you off the hook. You don't owe us anything.
You know what? I'm really becoming to like Daryl because he's like... I think he and himself can be a leader
Give you
too.
more space.
There's too much headbutting though at the top.
I don't say this easily, Rick. We don't normally take in strangers. I can't have your people thinking this is permanent. Once you find this girl, and your boy's fit for travel, I expect you'll move on.
That sucks, but I can understand exactly why he is saying that. He's protecting his own. Something's going to happen before that though. Like I said, this is a remote place with not much defences.
Hello, farmer's daughter.
The heck?
There's one other item. I wrote it down separately. It's personal. If we could be real discreet about that.
Pregnancy test, you watch.
Sure. I just need to know where to find it.
Try the feminine hygiene section.
I said, consider done.
If it's okay, I'd rather you never told anybody about that stuff I said.
What stuff? I couldn't get a word out of you all day.
I don't care if I have to comb the woods like Rambo. Fetch a pail of water. Everyone kicks in, does their
Come on,
part.
T-Dog, he's back.
Am I right?
What is that?
Do your part. That's what I always say.
I wouldn't drink that if I were you.
Why? I'm confused.
Looks like we got us a swimmer.
Look at its skin. What's the bit that someone they know?
Long enough to grow gills. We can't leave it in there. God knows what it's
Gills?
doing in water.
Wait,
Put
what?
a bullet in its head. I'll get a roll.
Whoa, guys. No.
If that thing hasn't contaminated the water yet, blowing its brains out will finish the job.
Yeah, she's right.
How are they going to get it out?
So-
Dude, imagine like that could make them infected drinking water that's been... Anyway, what am I saying? Did they just say it grew gills? Because I've spoken before about I don't know the mechanics of the zombies. Like I don't know whether they have different types, whether some of them are faster, whether some of them have certain mutations, all that stuff. That's crazy. Like, because I remember that I was thinking at one point, like, surely the safest place to be would be like on some boat or something with like heaps of supplies, and then maybe not.
Laurie told me your story, how you were shot, the coma, yet you came out of it somehow. You did not feel God's hand in yours.
Hey, that's a fair point, actually.
You found your wife and boy. Then he was shot, and he survived. That tells you nothing.
You see?
Tells me God's got a strange sense of humor.
What is that? Is that just meat? Imagine it doesn't
He's not
eat.
going for it.
Yeah.
Because a canned ham don't kick and scream when you try to eat it.
We need live bait.
Oh.
Have I mentioned that I really like your new haircut? Give a nice shape, man.
Oh, no comment. Look at it, man. It's rank ad.
Doing okay?
Yeah, doing great.
Living the dream.
Bro, if that thing breaks, I swear to God.
A little lower.
Hold it. Oh, for God's sakes! What did I just say, man? Go on, T-Dog. Bro, imagine that's how he dies. Nah, he's not gonna die. Bro, why didn't the fact that, bro, that's crazy. How close is he to dying there?
Right to the drawing board.
He's done being bait, surely.
Says you.
Did he manage to get them? Oh my God, Glenn. Glenn is just OP, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, imagine we get to season 12, right? And of all people that survive, it's the pizza delivery guy. Ooh. Does that smell off? And also, by the way, this is exactly the situation why I wouldn't want any single one of our... what can I call our group? I don't know. Just with a gun. Because, you know, you've got Daryl, and in this situation, I just imagine, like, he's just going to be calm, collected. He's not going to have his trigger finger on, you know, ready to fire, and fire accidentally. Whereas someone else... You know what? At some point in the show, I would not be surprised if we had a death that stupid. So, as peeps, my camera died. It only missed like 20 seconds anyway. Bro, Glenn's a G, man. He didn't even get mad.
Almost there. You gotta pull it, dog.
And the body's gonna fall back in, and it's gonna be contaminated water. Fantastic. That worked beautifully.
So what do we do about it?
Jesus Christ.
Good thing we didn't do anything stupid like shoot it.
Wow, she's still there? So they're leaving a note on the car. Wow.
We'll come again tomorrow.
I really don't need to
The thing that stresses me out is leaving a message like that. Anyone in their right mind can see that message. Think about that very carefully. It may very well not be Sophia that reads that.
Never know, Carol.
So how long before I can carry?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm not in a very patient frame of mind these days, Shane. You might have noticed that.
Oh, shit. I ain't worried about you offing yourself.
Yeah, no shit.
Taking down an assailant, one that's trying to kill you is different.
Yeah.
Because they say
So is he out training her
that
now?
kind of situation, things slow down.
In her defense, if there was a zombie apocalypse and I was with a group and they were like, we're not going to let you have a gun, I would be a little bit annoyed. Like, I'd be like, bro, what the hell do I do if a zombie comes chasing after me? Have a boxing fight with it? Bro, I mean, to be fair, Shane, many times so far this season, has punched zombies directly in the face. So I know it's possible. So I can understand, actually, if I think about it in that way.
And there ain't nothing easy about taking a man's life, no matter how little value it may have. But when you get it done, you have to forget it.
Jesus Christ.
I guess I haven't quite got that last part down yet.
But you're getting there.
Jesus Christ. The thing is once you get to that stage, I don't think you'll ever be at peace, even if the apocalypse somehow you survive it.
You know,
Oh, here we
normally,
go.
It's the kind of thing I do on my own. Solo. Sort of my thing, you know? I'm a loner.
Glenn.
Never seen one killed up close before. Guess it's kind of a shock.
Bet that was someone they knew.
Guess you've gotten a little numb to it.
That's the crazy thing. Let me just get another little thought out. I wonder, because obviously in this show, I think there was a bite to a neck and it took like, was it 8 hours? Like, imagine there are other ways to become infected, like i.e. airborne fluids. You know, if you were to drink contaminated water, would that take a lot longer? Imagine it took longer to the point of like, I don't know, weeks. Take what you need and God bless. It's already been absolutely ransacked, man.
I'll go see what antibiotics are left.
you got?
There was, wasn't it? I don't know the American brands, but...
stuff.
Condoms. You got a girlfriend I don't know about?
No. No.
Then you're a pretty confident guy.
No. No, I
She's running circles round you, man.
I would never have sex. I'm lost.
Stop talking.
I'll have sex with you.
Really?
She... Wait, right here, right now? Oh, I'm really happy for him. Jesus, okay, right here. What if some other poor person comes in to look for antibiotics and it's just Glenn?
Asking us to leave. You need to reconsider.
Wow.
If you saw how it is out there, you wouldn't ask.
I don't, but the thing is...
You put me on the spot.
Well, I mean to.
No, you. Look, the problem is, okay, I really like this guy. You watch the scenario play out. He lets them stay. Then something Rick and his group does, or maybe it's Merle returning. Like I keep saying that I think when Merle comes back, it's going to be utter chaos. Imagine that the decision of empathy and mercy to let them stay gets their whole family killed, or something like that.
I'm asking for my boy. After the price your friend Otis paid, the least you can do is give it some thought.
Wow.
Plain-spoken man.
I'm a father.
Some men do not earn the love of their sons. I don't see you having that problem.
Will you consider my request?
There are aspects
Of course he'll consider it.
I can't and won't discuss. But if you and your people respect my rules, no promises, but I will consider it.
And someone's not going to respect the
my
rules.
word.
Something's going to happen.
Don't spoil it.
Every time I look at Glenn's face, I just smile.
It was a one-time thing.
Was it now? Please keep this quiet. I don't think that's what's on his mind at the moment, to be fair.
Flower?
Cherokee Rose.
Come on, Daryl.
I believe this one.
I remember when someone kind of mini spoiled the fact that he'd get a character out, but I already predicted it. You guys already know that you've already seen my thoughts on that, blah, 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 whatever. I did not think it would be this soon that he has come round like this. Now, the question is, when we get Merle back, is he going to get a character arc? We will have to wait and see. That makes me laugh. Not laugh. Why did I say laugh? That makes me smile.
Coral, I told you something earlier today about Sophia.
I know. Mom told me.
But he's a smart boy. He
I just didn't want to
understands.
worry you. It's a stupid excuse, but it's all I got.
It's okay. Do you think we'll find her?
I know we will.
Yes! Come on, Rick.
Wow.
Faith, man.
Hey, I'm like you now. We've both been shot.
Well, that's an interesting way to relate to your father.
I think your mother would rather hear we got the same eyes. Since you're in the club now, you get to wear the hat. Didn't you know?
Won't you miss it?
Maybe you'll let me borrow it from time to time.
Oh, I love this,
Sure.
man.
Love you, Dad.
I love you.
Imagine, like, his mum walks in and he's just like... Wait, is Rick finally changing out of his police clothes? Jeez. Probably nearly the end of the episode. It's been quite a slow episode, you know.
Are you putting them away?
The scene feels really weird. Oh, did she just take a knife to protect her? So is this the whole point? Is she taking this now? Surely she just go into a bathroom and lock the door. The thing is she knows for a fact as well that it will be Shane's, doesn't she? That's why this is such a... Like, she knows it can't be Rick's, right? What does that mean she is... Whoa! I absolutely called that. Okay guys, that is the end of the episode. So I thought, being as there wasn't a lot that happened, this is probably enough time. We've got like 5.5 minutes to talk. It's kind of just been, it feels like a little bit of an in-between episode. We've had the whole thing about the well, getting the zombie out, etc. The whole thing about the water being contaminated, which I said we need to be really careful of. But beyond all that, guys, what's really been going on, I guess, is the search for the little girl still. The whole thing about Shane and his moving on from what he's done. And then this whole plot of, like, Laurie being pregnant. Like, to be honest, now that I think about it, what really did happen in that episode? It felt like we needed this episode to get to know the new characters, to get to know the new dynamics, to get to know the new situation, and sort of get ready for what's about to come. That's what it feels like. It feels like a bit of a filler, which I'm happy with. I'm glad. There's not a lot to talk about. I think the only things, the questions I have to ask are the whole idea of staying at this camp, and the fact that Rick has pleaded and pleaded that, well, basically for this guy's mercy, right? Now, my biggest theory is that Merle's going to come back at some point and disrupt this, and it's going to cause chaos and issues, and most people are going to be okay with the rules here, and then somebody in particular, either Merle or the lady, the one that Shane's teaching gun stuff, one of them two, I've got a weird feeling, are going to be involved, are going to cause chaos, and then this camp is not going to last for very long. Do I think all the characters are going to die? No. I think some of the characters may very well come along with us. Do I think something big's coming in terms of a horde? Yes. Do I think it's going to be attracted to the farm? Yes, potentially. Even just from looking for this girl, to be honest. The thing that worries me is their kindness is going to be their downfall. That's a scary thought, you know. That's why people don't offer their help in these scenarios. Sometimes just being kind is what gets you killed, and it sucks, but it's true. I don't think there's anything you can do without consequence, which is a really, really scary concept. I think something's coming. I do not think this farm is protected enough. The idea of not having weapons everywhere, the idea of not having people guarding and not having a fail-safe plan. They're not planning for the ifs of what happens if they do get found. Not just by zombies. Think about people. Think about that note that was left on the highway. That's what stresses me out. Anyone in their right mind can read that. What happens when a group of people come along and decide, oh, we're just going to raid this farm? And then people don't have weapons, we're not defended, there's no one looking out, it's a surprise attack. It's just, that's worse than zombies, in my opinion. That's the thing, and it's coming as well. I keep saying, something like that is on its way. So how do we deal with that? Planning, which we're not doing, which is bloody stressful. Moving on from that, in terms of other questions, the next biggest question is Laurie and her child situation, the pregnancy test, which I called. And I think Rick already knows. That's the thing. I think Rick already knows. And I don't think there's going to be as big of a shock. Like, I think we're all anticipating some big reveal, and it's going to be like he's going to hate Shane and go after him and da-da-da. I don't think Rick is going to be like that. That's going on, guys, and the question of whether she wants to keep it in the first place is a big one, because she didn't even, for a second, didn't think Carl should be brought into this world. Think about this new child. Like, how do they even have a child in the apocalypse? How do they protect a child and nurture a child and feed a child? And do you even think about that? I don't know. They need to get somewhere fast. That's the thing. And will that make them want to move quicker? Will that make them want to go to Shane's original location? And what? Where does that lead? Whether Shane ever finds out as well, like, I don't know. I don't know what she does with this information. But anyway, look, I think that's the questions I need to ask, what I've asked. And that's all I really need to say, guys. If you did enjoy it as ever, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, January with 2 Ds. I will accept you if you send me a follow request, as long as your profile doesn't look dodgy. Once again, sorry for like the potential spoiler, guys. Like I said, I will look into methods, and I've seen people's comments and emails and stuff, so I'll look into resolving that, and it's not going to ruin the show. Do not worry. I won't stop the show. It's not going to ruin the show, and we'll be perfectly fine. Anyway, I've got to leave that there, guys. As ever, this has been your boy Dan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.